Hello guys, today we are going to discuss an important concept of OOPS, that is encapsulation. Actually, what encapsulation says, it have a simple idea. Only it says only that wrap up the whole data or the methods which will work on that data into a class, into a single unit, and it provides some protection over our data, means over our variables, so that we can protect or restrict the manipulation by their values. So that's why encapsulation is introduced. So before means encapsulation simply achieved by two types of variables. Actually, these variables are protected variables and private variables. I will discuss a single example of both, so to clarify their concept. So just I will add a cell and comment it. What is protected variable? Protected variable. Actually, protected variable is defined by single underscore. Means protected variable is not like instance variable. It is defined by means single underscore. Let's define a class, then see how actually protected variable defined. So I will define a class named car, and we can take it self and self, not self. Actually, I have to define their instance variable, instance method, not instance method, it is a constructor, and inside the constructor I need to define a protected variable. Actually, if you able to see that, then you can see that I have defined a variable a, or I can change it color, variable color with what preceding and underscore, and that underscore tells our interpreter that color is not an simple variable, it is an protected variable inside our class. And if I declare and initialize it with red and run it, and if you try to access if you try to access that variable outside the class, then see what happens. First of all, I have to make an object of car and run it. To access that variable, I can only access, and when I run it, then you can able to see that it throws an error, that is car object has no attribute. It means protected variable are not accessible outside the class. I am trying to access by making their object, but it is not actually accessible outside the class. That's why it throws an error. So that's one thing. And all protected variable is not accessed outside the class, but it can be accessed by their subclass, by their subclass. I will show you. If I make an example, if a subclass named alto, it's alto, same thing, and if I try to access that variable inside it, then you can able to see that it will work. So how we can say car dot color, not actually car dot color, it's self dot color, print or car color is self color. And when I try to execute, it's invalid syntax. Why it is doing? Okay, execute it, and when I try to, yeah, when I make an object of, sorry, when I make an object of alto class, yeah, object 1 of alto class, then you will see, sorry, self. Okay, I have to define it by car. Run it, and when I execute it, actually here is a problem. We yet not called our init method of car, this constructor of car, and here I have to simply specify self, run it, and when you try to print, then what's it simply print our class, our car color is red. You can able to see that how that our derived class can able to access our protected variable. So protected variable can be accessed by their derived class. Now jump to our second type of variable, that is our private variable. And private variable is same as our protected variable, but difference is that it neither be accessed outside the class or nor by their derived class, and it is defined by dual underscore instead of single underscore. So if I make a same class car, or instead of car I just make a bus, and define the same constructor, means constructor in same way. And before I did double underscore and make their color, its color equals blue, and execute it. And when you're trying to access that variable, what bus dot color, then look, color, then you are able to see that it prints an attribute error and say bus has no attribute color, means outside the class, the means our private variable is not accessible, but it can be accessed. I will tell you how. It's something. I will just try to print the dictionary of that class. So simply I will print oh sorry, it's dict. When I print, then look it carefully here, where it is, where did attribute bus. No, actually it will not going to show something, so I just simply make an object of bus to show you how the variable is named inside. Bus execute it, and when I try to print the dictionary of that object, then look at that variable color. It is changed by underscore bus double underscore color. So in same way, if I try to access that its value, then it will print. Execute it. It is accessed, but not by color, but by that way. So I hope you are able to understand how I access private variable outside the class, but it is not an intention to access in that way. Actually everything, if I make an application, then the classes and all the classes are private, means are not defined in simply as here, so no one can access it by that way too. So it's not much to worry. So that's it about private variable. I hope you get my idea what is private variable and what is protected variable. So that's it for today, and by this only the encapsulation, the whole idea of encapsulation will be implemented. So that's it for encapsulation. I hope you enjoy my video. So if you like my video, then please hit the like button, please share to your friends. That's it. Thank you and have a nice day.